Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health here in Anchorage. We'd like to thank Alaska Public Media for allowing us to bring you Hangar Flying tonight. We are pleased to have Jamie Patterson-Simes back on our show. Jamie is the owner and a flight instructor at a flight training school here in Anchorage. Welcome back, Jamie.
Thank you, Mary.
So last time we talked a little bit about the flight school, which was recently recognized by the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, and we touched a little bit on the fact that you were recognized on their honor roll for flight instructors. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us, how long have you been a flight instructor?
I've been a flight instructor since September of 1993. So,
wow,
yes.
That's quite a bit of instruction.
yes, quite a few years.
And what type of instruction do you do? What are your students working on?
Most of my students, I have mostly primary students, private pilot students, who need that basic instruction. Most of them want to either go out and fly professionally, but the majority of my students want to get their private pilot's license so they can get their own airplane and go explore Alaska. So
sure.
Yes.
So at the flight school, there are aircraft that are available for rent. Do you also fly in other people's airplanes if they were to come to you and already own an aircraft?
Well, we have so much demand for our own aircraft that it really makes it difficult to fly in other people's aircraft. So if we do have the time, we will flight instruct in their aircraft. Most of that type of flight instructing is flight reviews or little, maybe they need a tune-up or they want to go practice their landings with a flight instructor. So that's when we fly in other people's airplanes.
Okay. And it probably makes sense for training to stick with one airplane and then transition into something else.
Yes. It doesn't help. It's not very helpful to switch back and forth between aircraft. It's good to stick with one airplane during your entire flight training experience and then transition to another aircraft after you're done with your training.
So we talked a little bit about being students ourselves.
Yes.
And I understand that you are also a student.
I am a student. I'm always training. I'm always trying to improve my skills. And right now I am doing some training with another flight instructor to get another rating. And so I've been working on that off and on as I have time and trying to get that accomplished. So it's really, it's good for me to get that perspective from the left seat, from the student seat, and get that training. So people are always, best instructors are always training themselves.
Oh, exactly. And I'm sure it helps you be more empathetic in knowing what that student is going through.
Yes, it's definitely, yes. So
can you tell us what your favorite thing about instructing is, or what your most favorite type of instruction is?
I love teaching primary students. They are just so much fun. Taking them from ground zero all the way to their private pilot's license, it's very gratifying, very satisfying for me as a flight instructor. You know, their first solo cross country. They're a little bit nervous, but you know, and when they come back, their just confidence level has just soared just so greatly, and yeah, teaching landings, all the different maneuvers is just really it's really gives me a great sense of personal and professional satisfaction.
Oh, and just knowing that you helped somebody achieve that level of confidence and ability.
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
So you've got a lot of experience in flight instructing. What are some things that prospective students should look for in a flight instructor? What did you look for when you were looking for a flight instructor?
Well, I wish I had what I'm looking for in a flight instructor is their level of experience. I think it's crucial to know that they have a wealth of knowledge, of experience that they can draw from, that they can impart on the students, impart that knowledge. And I think it's crucial that when you're a new flight instructor that you have that attitude of wanting to have help, of wanting to be mentored, so that you can become a great, successful flight instructor. So I'm always looking for experience and Yeah, in my own flight instructing.
And for someone that is looking for a primary instructor, the things that they would look for would be a little bit different than if they were looking for advanced instructors.
Correct. Training primary students takes a lot of patience. Teaching somebody how to land an airplane hurtling down toward the ground at 60 to 80 miles per hour or knots does take a lot of nerves of steel, and it's really helpful to be patient, be kind, because everybody's learning. Everybody learns at their own pace, their own different pace, and it's really important to be able to impart that in students.
Well, thank you very much, Jamie. I appreciate your advice, and I appreciate your time being here on Hangar Flying.
Thank you, Mary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Jamie Patterson-Simes back on our show next time, and we're going to talk a little bit more about flight instruction and what you might want to do if you are a rusty pilot. Until then, fly safely,